I am honestly really shocked right now. I did not think we were going to get here anytime soon. I, I guess we're canceling Zeus. Hello and welcome to Mythology, where we talk about the connections between ancient and modern. Today we're going to talk about the portrayal of Zeus in the movie Thor, Love and Thunder. About a year ago, I made a video about Zeus, specifically about how the problematic aspects of Zeus, his bullying, his tyranny, his sexual predation, how these things were always softened in modern portrayals of him, as opposed to Homer, Hesiod, etc. My concern being less with canonical accuracy, is the movie accurate to Greek mythology, and more with the fact that by softening portrayals of Zeus, we essentially excuse or accept this behavior, which in modern times is very problematic. So when I heard that the character of Zeus was entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I was skeptical, to say the least. To be honest, I thought that this was going to be a video of me ranting about how nothing had changed. And I am shocked and very delighted to be wrong about that.
Woohoo! If that's all, pretty boy, you go back to your seat and you be quiet.
How the mighty have fallen.
So first, let's get out of the way a few complaints that I have about the depiction of Zeus in the movie. First of all, the accent.
The god of thunder. But is not thunder just the sound of lightning?
Yeesh. Second of all, the interactions between the gods in the celestial realm and Zeus are very different from what we see in the Greek sources, specifically in Homer. In Homer, Zeus spends most of his screen time having to threaten the other gods with physical violence in order to enforce his authority. And obviously here we see something very different. The gods are supportive of Zeus, maybe even in awe of him. And this connects to the third concern that I have, which is that in the movie, Zeus does not seem powerful. Sure, he has a position of authority, he has the backing of the other gods and people in the celestial realm. He is technically threatening, Thor, and seems to have the upper hand at one point. But I think we as the audience are never really in any fear for our characters. Even in the fight scene, when Zeus is shooting his thunderbolt, it's more lighthearted.
Look too hard, damn it!
We're not scared that anything serious is going to happen to our characters. We know they can handle Zeus, or at least escape from him. And that, I think, really changes the dynamic of the character. If you have someone in a position of authority, but they don't feel like they're an actual threat, that's quite different from Homeric Zeus, for instance, who is the most powerful physically of all the other gods without challenge. But even with all those issues, the depiction of Zeus in Thor, Love and Thunder is one of only two modern depictions of Zeus that I actually like.
The other is the webtoon Lore Olympus, which retells the story of Hades and Persephone. And if you are not reading it already, please do yourself a favor and go read it. It's amazing.
And here's why I like it, despite the issues. The portrayal of Zeus begins with Thor's enthusiastic introduction to him, which probably sounds a lot like what the audience expects to see from Zeus.
He's the god of lightning, I'm the god of thunder, huge source of inspiration.
He's powerful, he's amazing, all the gods like him, Thunderbolt, yay, yay, yay. But then slowly over the scene, we get the reveal of what Zeus is actually like. We see him as a selfish leader who really only cares about his own glory. We also see as the scene goes on that Zeus is unwilling to accept any challenge to his authority. He won't let anyone else speak if he's speaking.
I'm sure he has a point.
Talking. Who's talking? These guys.
Go, shut up.
You have something to say to the group?
When Thor confronts him, he tries to humiliate Thor. And when those things do not work and his authority is still challenged, he resorts to threats and violence. All of this is classic Homeric Zeus playbook. And what I appreciate that the movie mostly does is it doesn't try to excuse that behavior. Zeus is clearly a selfish bully, and the movie does not shy away from that. They do make him more of a humorous character than I wish they would, but that's in keeping with the tone of the movie.
Now I put your clothes back on. Flick, flick. This is the golden temple of the god.
Marvel's Zeus is just so different from what we've seen before. His portrayal is pretty canonically accurate, and just as important, the setup of the storyline and the characters themselves confront and critiques Zeus's failings.
How the mighty have fallen. My hero, Zeus, afraid.
Is this the purpose of the gods? To hide away in a golden palace like cowards? Maybe we have lost our way.
I can't think of another mainstream movie that is actually critiquing Zeus. And then they killed him. They killed Zeus. What? The hero in a Marvel movie just killed Zeus. Now, of course, we find out in the credit scene that he's not really dead. But still, just the fact that the hero in a Marvel movie would confront and then kill Zeus, and that, of course, the whole scene is framed as the correct thing and Zeus was in the wrong, that's a huge change in the way we're showing Zeus. And best of all, in the credit scene, Zeus is setting himself and Hercules up as antagonists to Thor. Is Zeus going to be the next Thor villain? Do you know how long I have waited for an interpretation where Zeus is the villain? Okay, don't mind me just getting too excited about fictional characters as usual. If you have any thoughts about Zeus or the Thor movie or this video, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on next, so if you have anything you'd like to hear about, let me know. Thanks for watching.